Liz from Lisby's Does Flosstube. This is episode 30. It is Saturday, April 9th. It's 8:20 in the morning. Maggie's downstairs playing. Hopefully this time she'll really stay down there. Don't have much today. I only have 3 whips and a little bit of haul. And one of the pieces of haul isn't even cross stitch. But I figured I'd show you guys. So I only worked on 3 things. But I got major progress. So, sorry. So the first thing is I worked on, okay, gotta get my board. Okay, so the first thing is the Scissor Sampler. This is from Rebel Stitcher, I think, on Etsy. I did 470. Oh, I have four whips. So on Monday I did 474 stitches, and on Tuesday I did 253 stitches on this one. So here's where it was before, and then here is where I got to. I got the people done. So I only had part of him done, and I was working on Moira's dress. So I finished everything else in the people, and I did their back stitching. I gave her back stitching around her white top because you couldn't really see it on this light color. So, and then after that, after I finished them, I went to a whole bunch of trouble to use the wind stitch to put the rest of the pattern into a PDF that can be used for Pattern Keeper, because this one is not even close to being Pattern Keeper compatible as it comes to you. It only recognizes like 3 symbols, and it's not the whole chart. It's like 3 random symbols. So there's no way. I tried everything to get it to work. In the end, I ended up doing it like I would screen cap it and then put it into Pattern Keeper as a photo, and it was, even that wasn't very good. So since I went ahead and had gotten the wind stitch, I went ahead and put the buildings in to wind stitch so I can just do the rest much easier. It did take probably an hour of messing with that because I had never sorry, I had never used wind stitch before, so it was definitely a learning curve, figuring out how to add symbols, change the symbols, pick different symbols than the ones they had because those symbols weren't in the symbol list. It was a whole big thing, but it's gonna make it so I can do those buildings way easier. And then at the bottom, without showing too much of the pattern, at the bottom there's words, so it's all back stitching for the words across the bottom. And then there's a bicycle. But so after the buildings, the words are all that's left. So so that's pretty cool. I'm super excited to get that done. I feel like I'm like halfway done, but I have no way of tracking how far it is in the pattern because it wasn't Pattern Keeper compatible. But then the next day, I worked on Where There Are Bees. And this is, I think it's Prairie Schooler. Yeah, Prairie Schooler, but I think it's out of print. But it's Where There Are Bees. I did 446 stitches on Wednesday. So I did a whole lot. That was a whole bunch and a whole lot squished together. So I did a whole bunch, and I have pretty much finished the top part. It's one big page. It's not split. So, but to scan it into the computer, it was too long to do one page. So I split it into two. So I've done the top half. So here's where it was before. And then here is where I got to. So, ooh, my hand is making a shadow. There we go. So I finished the letter B's. I was on this side, I think. I did the whole bird here, and then I started working around for the rest of this octagon. So, other than the word T, the top half is done. Oh, and I put in honey. So, that's pretty exciting. Halfway done. And it's pretty. I like it a lot. So, that's that one. And then the last 2 days, I have worked on my Myths and Legends because I realized I hadn't stitched on it in a while. And I got my other colors of the flower silk. So I went ahead and worked on this for 2 days. So I did 335 stitches on Thursday and 359 stitches yesterday. And I would have kept going, but it was about time to put Maggie to bed, and I've been sore all over. Last week we had some rough nights with Maggie. Lots of fighting and kicking and screaming and slapping, and yeah. I had bruises on my arms from her kicking me so hard. But since then we've had good nights, so hopefully that was it. So, like I said, 335 stitches on Thursday and 359 stitches yesterday, which was Friday. So here's where it was. Now see, I didn't take my pictures after the last video that I worked on this. So I had to go back and get a screen cap. So here's where it was last time. And then here is where I got to. I'm almost done with this middle part. So I have a diamond here, and a diamond here, and a diamond here, and that'll be all of Hera's peacock. I'm gonna see if I can get a picture, like a close-up picture, so you can see the variegation, and I'll insert it. But I love this. It's so nice to stitch with this silk, and it's so pretty. I'm almost done with the first skein of silk. So I think I have 2 more strands, or 1. So I can get almost, I have 1 more strand. So I should be able to get 1 more little, probably to this line on that 1 last strand, and that'll be the 1 skein. So with 1 skein, I can get almost all of it, but I do need 2 skeins of each, which is good to know because I ordered 2 of the new colors and 1 more of each of the original colors. So we should be good. And then that, I have 1 more because I forgot. Let me see if I can just reach it without getting all the way up. Ooh, I can. Okay. So, last week after I finished filming, so last Saturday, I did some stitching on this one. And this is the Scissor Sampler by Tellin Emblem. I did 121 stitches last Saturday. So, here's where it was when I filmed, if I have a picture. Did I have a picture or not? I can't remember. I don't think I had a picture. But, so here's where I got to. It's only 121 stitches. So I had the whole black dotted outline and started the bird, I think. And I might have even started these, but I'm not sure. So I worked on these guys, these loops, and $37.99. So that's that. So that is officially all 4 of my whips. But that takes us into haul, which I can show you the other colors that I got for this. Hold on, let me move my needle so I don't lose it. I found that the best way for me not to lose my needles is if I put the needle actually, if I can catch it. So I kind of like catch the magnet on the back of the needle minder, because it happened once at work where when I put it down, the needle popped off the needle minder and fell on the floor and I couldn't find it. I had to grab the magnet to find it. But if I tuck it behind the needle minder, it doesn't fall off. Unless the whole needle minder comes off, which I doubt if that will happen. So, okay, so first part of the haul. So originally the colors I was going to use, where did I put the other one? I must have already put it away. Hold on. So originally, these were the 5 colors I was going to use. This one, this one, this one, sunlight, and then this. Okay. So these were the original 5 colors I was going to use. But then I realized that this is so light that it's not going to show up on my fabric. So I'm not going to use that one now. So it was going to be these 4, and then I was going to pick one of these other colors. So these are the 4 other colors that I liked. So I was going to use one of these to replace this super light lilac. But now I kind of want to get rid of this other light color. Take this one out too and make it be more dark. So now it's going to be these 3 and 2 of these. So I think what I'm going to do is that one and that one. So now I've completely changed what I'm doing. So now I think it's going to be these 5. But it could be this one. Yeah, it's these ones. These are the 5 I'm going to use. So this is the Harris Peacock. So this is the one that's in the middle already. And then these guys. So I think that's what the color's going to be now. So it'll be Harris Peacock in the middle, and then it'll be like a row of each of these on either way. So it'll be like this. Smoky. This one. This one. And this one. So it'll be like this. So the Harris Peacock in the middle, and then these colors repeating out. So I think that's what I'm doing. But either way, I'm using those colors. There's also this one that's called Dionysus's wine. And it's like winey, purpley reds. But that's the big thing. So here is where I have it. This is how I have it kind of charted so I know where the colors start and stop. So that's the Harris Peacock, and then the next color out is on both sides, and then the next color out is on both sides of that, and then that row, and then the diamonds at the top and bottom. So it's just 5 colors. So that is my plan. Now I just have to figure out what order I want those other 4 colors and then change it in my pattern keeper. But I'm really excited to get that going. So I'm almost done with the Harris Peacock. I think I have like, I want to say like 200 stitches left on this one and maybe 300 stitches left on this one. Or 350. So it's like 200, 200, 200. So this pattern is from Stitch Mom Studio. So this, what was that? I think that was my mom sneezing. That was a weird sound. So it's from Stitch Mom Studio. Now I can tell you, this is a beautiful pattern. Absolutely beautiful. Okay. So this is how it's supposed to look. It's like a rainbow kind of gradient. It's beautiful, but it is, and I know it's just something with me, but there are things that are charted just a tiny bit wrong. Like they should be symmetrical. They're diamonds. The pattern should be the same. Like both sides of the diamond, you know, top and bottom, you know, they should all be even. And I've caught little mistakes in the pattern. And so whenever you're stitching this, you've got to make sure that you are looking, if you want it to be, you know, perfect, you have to keep an eye on the pattern, because you can even see the mistakes in her, like her picture. You can see where there's little problems, where like it won't have a stitch on one side that it had on the other. So you have to catch it while you're stitching. So I'm very patiently looking while I'm stitching so I don't put the mistake in my stitch. So there's been one in almost every diamond. Nothing big, just like there was one line that was, you know, one stitch too long, or there was a stitch on one side of the pattern but not on the other. So it's not that big of a deal. And you can just stitch it how she has it, but I caught it and wanted to make sure that I let people know that it is a beautiful pattern. It's very beautiful. It's very well planned out, and every diamond is different, which is super cool. But yeah, you just got to keep an eye out for those little mistakes. But like I said, I'm going to try to get like an up-close picture so you can see how I have my variegation. Because the Harris Peacock, I knew I was going to have the middle row of diamonds and then one row on each side. So these, I have the variegation going up and down. And then these other ones, I'm doing the variegation so it goes horizontal. So basically, this one, the middle row, I stitched this way. And then these, I'm stitching from the top to the bottom. And then I go back to the top and go to the bottom. So my variegation is this way. So it's really cool. So there we go. That's all of the stitching and that little bit of haul. I know that was a lot but these Stitchy Box flower silks are amazing. And they come in, they're 8 yards each one. I don't know if that's the same as DMC, but they're very nice. That was a whole big thing. Okay, so now for the rest of the haul, which isn't as much. I went ahead and got one of these from Hobby Lobby. It's in their sewing section, like on their little, it's like hanging baskets. They have like tape measures and, you know, stuff like that. Well, I got this. It's a little magnetic needle holder. So, and it's got a magnifying glass. And it's magnetic, so it holds your little needles in there. Didn't realize, oh, I showed this last week, I think. It has a little needle threader, which Maggie is, of course, already bent. But I put that in my project bag. So, yeah, I showed that last week. So that sucks. But one really cool thing. So, I'm working on the Scissor Sampler by Talon Emblem, the Scissor Sampler, because it's beautiful. And I'm on a diet. I'm doing the Noom diet. It's a thing, it's on your phone. You just watch your calories. They explain how you want things with a low caloric density. So it's not just about watching the calories, it's, you want, like if you're picking fruit and you pick grapes or raisins, they have the same amount of calories, but grapes are going to fill you up because there's water in them. Raisins have the same amount of calories, but they're not going to fill you up and because there's no water. So they also encourage you to drink more water. So I went ahead and signed back up for Circle. I did the Circle thing for like 2 years ago, where you get these flavor cartridges that go down into the bottle. And so the only thing in your bottle is water. The flavor is in the cartridge. So you don't have to like go to the trouble of super cleaning it all the time because the only thing inside is water. You have to rinse it out and everything, but you don't have to like scrub and scrub and scrub. So I went ahead and signed back up. And I ordered a custom bottle because you can order a custom bottle. It's like $25. So I got a cross-stitch bottle. And it's got the Talon Emblem Scissor Sampler. And then on the side, it says, shh, I'm counting. I was really excited. I haven't got my new cartridges yet though. So this is a cartridge I had from before. It actually expired in December. So I'm gonna throw the rest of mine away, but I needed something. So I'm gonna use this until my new ones come in the mail. I think they'll be here Monday. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just not probably as strong as it used to be. I don't know. So that's like a big part of haul. And then at Joann Fabrics, so I said my big paper punch jammed last week. So I went ahead and ordered from Joann's another big paper punch. And this one is the tag maker. So it's a big tag. And it also, so you punch your paper with this, and then you turn that punch and punch a hole in the top so you get the hole. Then you turn it around and it has an eyelet thing, an eyelet putter on her. So you get a few eyelets. I'm not going to use these, but it's cool that it comes with them. And then you put the eyelet on there and you put your card on and then you squeeze down and it puts the eyelet on for you. Like I said, I'm not going to use the eyelets, but it does it. So you can make legit good tags for like gifts and stuff, or price tags or whatever you would need a tag for. This thing is heavy, but it's cool. I haven't used it yet. I also got, I also got paper. Couldn't think of where to put it. I also got this big cardstock pack. Honey blossoms because bees. So those are all the different papers. So I can make floss drops. And they're printed on both sides, so that's nice. So there we go. I haven't tried it yet. And then this one, I haven't even opened this one. This one came in the mail yesterday. This is that fabric. This is the Teresa Kogut For the Love of Nature. And this, I think I'm just gonna make like a simple little quilt for Maggie's bed. Oh, it's so pretty. And then there's the bottom. Oh, look at the squirrel. He's so cute. And the deer. Oh. So it is a full yard panel. So that's exciting. That came in the mail yesterday. And I can't wait to do something with it. Like I said, I'll probably just do a simple little quilt blanket thing for Maggie's room. And then this is actually for my mom for Mother's Day. And boy, I'm glad I ordered it early because it's from Texas. It was in Texas for like a week and a half. It never made it out of Texas. And it finally showed up. But this, it's a really pretty, it's a screen print of a zebra finch. And my mom and I, we like birds a lot. And I saw this and I'm like, it's not necessarily her style, but it's a really pretty bird. And it's number 95 of 125. It's not signed or anything though. That's a little annoying, but oh yeah, it is. It's signed. So I thought that was nice. I thought she might like it. She keeps asking me what I want for my birthday. I have no idea. There's a pair of Doc Martens I want, but she won't. That's too much. And then they sent me this lovely card. It says, "Thank you so much for your order. We hope you love the print. Shay and Jeff." Pretty cool. So that's it. That's all I got. Okay, I forgot one thing. One last piece of haul. This is a hand-dyed floss. It's called Deep Space from Dime for Sass. And it is this beautiful, blue and black. So pretty. And here is the info. And got a nice little note. So I had a plan for this, but now I don't remember what it was. So I guess we'll figure that out. But that's it. Bye. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else. I've showed you guys this thing. So this was a tin I got at the thrift store for 99 cents. It's a Ginger Scissor Box. And I use it as a small project holder. I put self-stick felt in the bottom, and I stuck a magnet under each side. So there's a magnet in here to hold my ring of floss and to hold my scissors. So I use that when it's only a few colors. So that's the Where There Are Bees. It's only 4 colors. I had a couple people comment on my how I load my scroll frames video. I'm probably going to do another video of that, like just film it again, because I have a little bit, it's not, I don't know if it's necessarily different. I think it's a little different than the way I used to do it. So I'm going to try to film another version of that. and then try to do it where I can get a better angle, because I just did it off of, like, on my bed. So I'm going to try to do a better angle of it. So keep an eye out for that, because I'll probably do that. I don't know if I'll do it this weekend. I'll do it sometime. Other than that, I don't really have any plans other than to stitch. I've been trying to pick out stuff that I haven't stitched on in a while out of my pile. So that's why I picked up the Schitt's Creek, because I hadn't stitched on it in like a month. I do have one more thing of haul. Let's see, hold on. So I got the Mickey hutch. It's for the top. You're supposed to put it on your Mickey table. But I'm like, I think it'll fit over my Cricut. And then I'll have shelves for my coffee cups and stuff. And it does. It fit perfect. And this white part back here is dry erase. And I'm like, well, that's cool. But I need a slot for the Cricut mat to go back. So I measured where I needed it to be, and I was cutting it with the jigsaw, just like, I'm just going to cut this out real quick. That's metal. The white dry erase is a sheet of metal, so it's magnetic. So I already have one needle minder stuck on it. So that's just a bonus. So now I have a magnet board and a dry erase board, so I can write like Flosstube number, well, it'll have to be number 31. I'll do that next week. But I was able to get some of my coffee cups off of the top, so I don't have as much junk on top of my table. So there we go. That's it. I will see you guys next week. I need to go and figure out what Maggie's doing, because it sounds like she's causing trouble. Bye. Oh, and I forgot. I was going to insert a picture of Mr. Octopus. This is from Belle Mare. So I got this last year, and it's a print. It's a signed print, and she charges a little bit more, but she'll do the gold marker for the accents. And then I framed it myself. And then I got a sheet of just poster board and cut out like the little edges to accent the picture. So there we go. That just matches that Mr. Octopus sticker that I showed last week. Well, the sticker matches him. This is Mr. Octopus. Thanks for watching.